Folks, oh boy, this is going to be a wild one. So the Epstein files are they're gone. Like, where did they go? Can anybody find them? Nope, I don't think they can. Why? The people who were involved in releasing them at this point are just ex-nayed. They're, they existed, but they don't. And Ghislaine Maxwell's in jail, and she's getting excellent treatment, by the way, guys. A prosecuted and guilty human trafficker of kids is getting fucking puppy time. Puppy time? She's getting visitors who can bring in their cell phones and computers. She's getting meals, like solid meals. If you're currently a human trafficker, okay, and who knows? I mean, there's a lot of people out there. I have a big viewership. I imagine some weird fucks out there watch my show. And if they hear that Ghislaine Maxwell is getting puppy time after she trafficked kids to a full-grown man who is a billionaire who did some weird shit with them on an island somewhere, do you think that's scaring them right now? Do you think the way that they're handling the Epstein files is scaring elites who do this on an average Tuesday? Probably not, right? It's probably more of a, oh, fuck yeah. Well, if I ever do something wrong, I'll just get fucking puppy time and meals and people can come in, and I don't know if she's getting conjugals, but I imagine. It's sickening. And this is going on, and this is under the Trump administration, which is wild. But there has been more stuff that has came out about this. Urgent stuff that is really even more sickening. But I want everybody to understand the full scope of this, because a lot of people out there are still like, oh no, like, I don't care about the Epstein files. I don't care about any of this stuff. I just care that gas prices are low. That is a low IQ look at America. What is more important than protecting the next generation? What's more important than that? Oh, you have to pay 25 cents more for gas. Okay. I feel like that's a little bit better than, I don't know, your daughter may be trafficked someday because we're not taking care of the bullshit now. I feel like that's probably a little bit better, but maybe not for some people. Fucking joke. So, why don't we start with good old Vice President?
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list.
You say that the FBI has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. Why is the FBI protecting the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list. You don't think that Bill Gates is lobbying Congress night and day to prevent the disclosure of that list?
Some governments around the world may have some material that's related to the Epstein thing. Bill Clinton was knee-deep in this, man.
He was knee-deep. Yeah, you got to release it. Now what? What changed? They literally campaigned.
Yeah, man, what changed? I mean, did we miss something here? I know, folks, we keep talking about this, but it is just such a wild dynamic that a full-grown man can go up there and say, no, we got to release the files, all of them, right? All of them. Trump, Vance, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, all of them. And then it's, well, they don't exist, but Ghislaine Maxwell's in jail. But don't worry, she's got puppy time, guys. So she's not really in jail. So guys, over the past 54 years, each of the three major silver bull markets began exactly when this chart topped. And that's exactly what it looks like today. Silver is now reacting to what I call the AI/robotics drain. Every advanced technology crucial to the US versus China's supremacy race, from the fastest servers to every sensor inside a humanoid robot, depends on silver. It's not just the best conductor, it is the irreplaceable catalyst of the future global economy. And I'm telling you this today because my sponsor is directly related to the do or die race between China and the United States. Humanoid Global Holdings, ticker symbol RBOHF, one of the only pure play humanoid robotic companies available to public investors, and what I believe could become the most transformative industry in world history. Shares of Humanoid Global Holdings trade on Interactive Brokers, Schwab, Fidelity, E-Trade, and more. Folks, we're not just early. We are on the 0 mile marker for one of the most profound productivity shifts in human history. The exponential progress right now happening is breathtaking, to say the least. Just take a look at where we are today. Humanoids deployed in limited pilot programs inside structured environments like auto factories, representing just 0.2% of the global robot market. This is the definition of early stage. But guys, here is the most important thing. Humanoid Global Holdings gives everyday investors access to the humanoid sector during its startup phase, when companies are still private. Access normally reserved only for angel investors, hedge funds, endowments, and big tech. This access is almost impossible for the average person. The access to indirectly invest in private robotics startups is what makes Humanoid Global Holdings a standalone, one-of-a-kind investment company. It's publicly traded, it is available to everyone, not just accredited investors. Now, here's what they've already committed to or closed strategic investments in. Agility Robotics, creator of the Digit humanoid robot. Appatronic, developer of the Apollo humanoid. Investors include Google, Mercedes-Benz, and Humanoid Global shareholders. RideScan, AI safety and performance systems for autonomous robots. Guys, this is a historic moment. Imagine robots working 20 hours a day, 350 days a year, no fatigue, no illness, delivering up to 4 times human productivity. This is the foundation of what could create trillions of dollars in newly created global wealth. So do your homework on Humanoid Global Holdings, ticker symbol RBOHF, because this is one of the only publicly traded humanoid companies this early. And then here is Dan Bongino back in 2019 saying that there is no way that Epstein killed himself.
But how exactly did he do this? When you see how the cells are laid out, how high they are, how there's not really anchor points or anything, how they don't really give them a lot of metal and things to work with, and even the sheets they give them aren't like weight. They're not capable of bearing weight. To show they give them like it's like a paper type sheet. It doesn't bear weight. In other words, if you were to rip it, yeah, exactly, into like a rope type thing. How exactly did it happen?
Which one is it, man? Did he kill himself? Did he not kill himself? I mean, depending on what you have in prison, you don't necessarily need an anchor point in order to do that. You just need to understand knots at a pretty high level. I'm obviously not going to say which knots, but you don't need an anchor point from the ceiling in order to suffocate. You just need to know different knots that cinch and don't untighten and continue to cinch. So maybe he didn't just like the usual tie something to the ceiling type of thing. I would imagine that most prison cells now don't just have like anchors on the ceiling. Like, hey, whenever you're ready, just hang yourself, you know? So folks, one of the things that I've always been curious about in our government, and it's one of the reasons why I will never run for office, I will never be a part of any of that. What do we stand for in this country? It's all fucking fake. It's all fake and gay. What are we supposed to do? Half of the Republicans are just gay in the government and they're hiding it. Why? You have trauma in your past. Oh, you're just, I don't know, you've been denied by some women. So the fuck what, dude? All of us have. That doesn't mean that you need to be like, okay, men sound pretty good now. Yep. Yep. No, they don't. I've been trying to figure out like kind of what is the entry code, right? Like how do you enter the government and be cool with everyone there and not get killed by Mossad? And what I'm about to show you is how you do it.
That's right. What cause is dear to your heart?
Cause is dear to my Israel, the defense of Israel.
What is number one? That's right. What?
Oh, good. So people in our country, this is the weirdest fucking bullshit to me. What cause is close to your heart? Is our country perfect? Do we have everything perfect? Is our healthcare perfect? Is the homeless situation figured out? Is the fact that so many people are on drugs figured out? Is our veteran community figured out? As far as when they come out, why do so many commit suicide? Is that all figured out? If the answer is no, then shut the fuck up, man. Dan Bongino is a pussy. You are such a badass on your show. You and I We share the same kind of energy on our shows, but now it's, oh no, Israel's close to my heart. What about America, man? What about people who have been trafficked by peasants? Is that not close to your heart? Do you not have a daughter? Do you not know a young woman below 18, family member, one of your buddy's kids, where you think about it and you're like, dude, I would go to the end of the world to make sure whoever did this crap is literally living the worst life or in a fucking dirt hole. But no, now it's a cover up, literally. Newly released emails through a FOIA request reveal that Dan Bongino was approached in March to help redact and censor the Epstein files. Here we go. Good talking with each of you yesterday. IMD is happy to support. I wanted to share below as we seek guidance from the GC on the types of redactions to apply to these documents so we can process the right way out of the gate. Regardless, we are here and are ready. And guess what, folks? It happened. Redactions beyond belief. Oh, we're gonna release the Epstein files. Why don't you shove this redacted file of the Epstein list up your fucking ass?
This one's not readable. It's completely redacted. For the most part, the first 50 pages. This one's not readable.
Look at that.
It's completely redacted.
It's all just black.
For the most part.
There's almost as much black on the paper as there is white. When does that happen? Just Sharpie it. It's all good, guys. We'll release the list, but let us just redact everything on there. Why even waste the fucking paper to print it? Why waste the paper? Just tell them. Just be like, guys, look, we're releasing the list. It'll be in your email, but all of it's fucking redacted. So don't even waste paper. And then listen to this crap. This is wild. And Massey has been trying to get this shit out.
But I asked Kash Patel here just recently, the day before he had testified to the Senate, that Epstein, even though there were 1,000 victims, that Epstein was the only perpetrator.
Right.
And so the next day he came to House Judiciary and I said, well, the victims, which we prefer to call survivors, the ones who are still alive, the survivors tell me that you guys have at least 20 names. And I don't have I told him one of the names, Jess Staley,
right,
who's the CEO. I said, but there's 19 other names, 6 of them are billionaires. One's a movie producer. Like, we're not just making these up. You can go find these people in your files. And have you seen anything in your files? No. Well, I said, what about the 302 forms, the FD 302, which you've already referenced? Because the survivors know that the FBI memorializes these interviews in these 302 forms. And so, have you looked at the 302 forms? And he said no. Right. And I said, well, how can you testify that there's nobody that's done any crimes or any reasonable leads to follow? And he said, well, I trust the people that work for me.
You trust the people that work for you, man. This is so sick. I could throw up right now if I really wanted to. Like, think about it. These are people's daughters, little girls. And all of these people in our government are protecting people who violated these young women, these little girls. Dan Bongino, you better quit, man, or you better figure it the fuck out. Go back to your show. Just quit. Just be like, dude, this is too corrupt for me. I'm going back to my show. Or do your fucking job, because you portrayed yourself as such a badass. You ain't one.